Oh. Hey, we're live. This is Dr. G show. Let's see, we're on episode 111, which is, let's see, last week was 110. 110, yeah. So, today, we're going to talk about drinks and if they're toxic, if they're healthy, and then, well, I guess it's healthy, unhealthy, or toxic. There you go. And so, as you guys know, as you come on here, there's Diane. Hey, there's Tim. Mindy.
Hi, Mindy.
So,
Shout-outs.
as you guys come on, post your questions that you have too about certain drinks. I know I made a little list, so hopefully we'll cover as many as possible. But so, as you guys know, I'm Dr. G. I do functional lifestyle medicine. Basically, anything that nobody can figure out, I'm the guy that figures it out. And of course, we have Holly Hajaja. How do you pronounce it?
Wrong.
Wait.
No.
Oh, we have Holly 2.0. That's what you get, Holly.
Is she watching?
Holly's working on a presentation for a corporate wellness program.
Oh, so she's not watching. She'll watch later.
So it's Holly 2.0. Or as we call her, Malushka.
Still wrong.
Well, I don't like your name. I'm sorry. For personal reasons.
Well.
Okay, introduce yourself, I guess. Malushka.
Melanie. Personal reasons.
Yes.
I think it's a great name. So I used to not like it when I was a kid. I wanted to be like all the Amy's and Kims who had 3-letter names. I had a 7-letter name.
You should have been Tiffany.
No, that was so long. I wanted to be 3 letters.
Mine's Pat.
See? 3 letters.
I know. I could spell it real easy, and I was Texas educated, so that was the best.
And everybody spells mine wrong.
Yeah. Melanie?
Yes. They
And
spell
Maloney?
it with O's and Y's.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
So, and you're a wise woman,
I
I've
am.
heard. Is that true?
So people say.
So people say. So I followed her forever on Facebook and loved her posts. And so to me, like, she was just like celebrity in my head. And then one day
so
I
cute.
saw her in real life, and I like went up to her and Bart and someone else was.
And Jessie.
Oh, Jessie was at the table.
Pretty Jessie.
Jesse's at the table. And then I was just like, you don't know me, but I follow you.
Which is funny because I've been following you for years.
Creeper alert. Aw, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
My friend turned me on to you because I was trying to get healthier, and she's like, you gotta check out this doctor. He can totally help you.
Right. We had actually texted back and forth. Jennifer Linton. Yeah, I know her.
Yeah.
She was my student, right? Long time ago?
I think so.
Yeah.
Did you teach classes somewhere?
Did I teach class? 7 years. Taught anatomy and physiology.
Maybe that's what it is.
And a 300-hour postdoctoral diplomate course in Colorado. But I don't
that
want
was
to
a
brag.
lot of words.
I don't want to brag about that.
No, don't. Definitely don't. Oh, but brag about your skirt.
All right. So,
Skirt.
I am doing the Tough Mudder for the second time, right? So, last year we were supposed to wear kilts. Jason, who broke up with his girlfriend and then he didn't do it, but he wears
Way
kilt
to
all
call
the
people
time.
out.
I know. They don't know his last name.
Okay. People are searching your friends list right now.
So, we were supposed to wear kilts and go do the Tough Mudder together. He bailed, so I go do the Tough Mudder with my niece, Brandy, and don't wear a kilt. And so this year, we're going to do it again. And so Brandy, her husband, and me all signed up as a team kilt or something. Kind of lame. Kiltroy. I want to do Kiltroy, but they didn't get it because they're too young. But look at this. Oh, I got my kilt.
Be
Look, it
careful
goes
now.
all the
Be
way.
careful. Be
Whoa.
careful now.
What?
Be
See,
careful now.
underneath. Oh. Yeah, so it's very lovely. So, see my legs? And I got those socks. See?
Oh, yeah.
I got my kilt socks. So,
The whole thing.
I'm full on kilt. And I would have worn a different shirt, but I didn't know that they showed pictures they had their kilts on, so I ran by the house and got my kilt, brought it to work, and then people aren't sure why I'm wearing a kilt today.
No flashing, please. Are you sure?
I think, you guys better donate money or the skirt goes higher. So, Anyways, I don't know those now. So when I hung around my friend Samir and Munir that I went to high school with, they wore these little sarongs or something. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was super comfortable. So it's just like a tube of like a sheet, and then you just tie it up on the side.
Wrap it on the side.
And you just walk around like that. Like, that was so comfortable. So, guys used to wear skirts back in the day, and I think they still should. I had a patient. Yeah, I had.
You could start a movement.
Well, I had a patient. Well, I can do it as a kilt. So, kilts are the only way guys can wear skirts and still be manly. Like that.
I feel like we should throw caution to the wind and do you.
What?
Like,
just wear skirts?
I mean, if you like skirts, you should wear skirts.
So, I had a patient, though, that wore a dress. He's a guy. But he wore a dress, and it was just a simple dress, and it had 2 little pockets in the front. And all I could think about was, like, I should be weirded out maybe that he's wearing a dress or, like, talk about that, but I'm, like, kind of jealous. My pants are kind of snug today. Like, how great would it be to wear a dress? Plus, there's...
and there's pockets in it. I mean, every dress should have pockets.
What's this thing called? What is it? Pleated? Pleated.
Yeah.
And this one's pleated in the back for the guys who have junks in the trunks because real men have curves. So, pleated kilt for the man on the go with curves.
Wait, what does it say? Oh, is there a modesty panel for rolling around in the mud with your kilt?
I know. Well,
Inquiring minds want to know.
The real question is, am I going full kilt or kilt plus? But, so my friend, or my nephew Josh, he said, well, when they're helping you up, what's going to happen? I was just like, no, okay, we should wear something underneath.
We should definitely. Yeah. So, we girls wear shorts under our skirts, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
For safety measures, a.k.a. wind.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Oh, and the kilts are heavy, so I don't have to worry about wind, hopefully.
You hope.
But it'll be awesome. So, anyways, Tough Mudder, 2 weeks. I'm going to be wearing my skirt, or my man kilt, man dress. What's it called?
They're asking questions already about drinks. Cranberry juice, is that on your list?
Oh, cranberry juice. Oh, you guys we should talk about what we're supposed to talk about.
Yep, drinks.
All right.
All the drinks.
Oh, which, by the way, I bought that today. So, coffee... kombucha. Now, I don't want to brag, but I discovered coffee kombucha.
You discovered it?
Yes, I looked on the web. There was no coffee kombucha. And I was brewing like 7 gallons of kombucha a week. And I thought, why can't you make it with coffee? Because coffee is acidic. Mm-hmm. So then I brew coffee kombucha, and then I make a big deal about it. And then guess what everything's on the internet about? Coffee kombucha. God dang it.
You should have patented that.
I should have patented my coffee.
You missed it.
So, we're going to try it. I'm going to make her try it. I did learn one thing, because I had a green chia kombucha today. And you can shake that one up, but you cannot shake this one up. See? It's
going to explode.
There we go. So, I had to defoam it. Vous voudrez du café?
So, I'm a little bit scared of this. I do love coffee.
Oh yeah, you're Vente something. This is real. This is the real stuff. Yeah.
Oh, my coffee is
So
real.
I like to put a little bourbon in mine. We'll just fill hers up.
I mean, I feel like that's enough.
Look at that.
I mean, we're good.
That's like a Guinness. Well, more like a Bass, but
I'm scared.
You can't be scared of coffee.
I mean, I'm not scared of coffee.
All right. So, if you guys have had coffee kombucha, so I've tried all the others, but I've never had the coffee kombucha. And it's spelled with a K, which makes me think it's probably not even really coffee. It's some messed up, crazy chemical. Like, legally, they can't call it coffee. Oh, we should. But, this is Synergy, right?
The brand?
No, it's GT.
Oh.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And GT is made with love, so they probably don't mess around.
Oh.
Okay, so it's kombucha, culture, black tea, green tea, kiwi juice, cold brewed coffee with a C, so that's the real stuff.
Okay.
Vanilla extract, almond extract, and 100% pure love.
See, I like
That's a Ronnie Millsap song from the 70s. Do you know that?
No. I barely made it in.
Can anybody
70s.
sing Pure Love from Ronnie Millsap? All right. So we're going to try that. And then as you guys post more questions, Kavita Strawberry and Sai. So Brianna posting some. That's good. GT Synergy, Strawberry's the best. I always love the kiwi or the chia ones.
That one that we had at Prairie Harvest was super good. What did you give me? Turmeric and...
What? Oh, Prairie Harvest.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
that one was the best one I've had.
At the Wise Women event, which she's a speaker at one of them coming up, and she's on the board. She's an ultra wise woman. Yeah. My daughter Ellen was running the kombucha bar, and so they have a whole real bar for kombucha, and so that was awesome.
Fresh out of the taps.
Yeah. But,
it was really good. It was the best one I've ever had.
Well, when we did our show a couple weeks ago at the bar, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all watch that. Okay, ready?
110, right?
Yeah.
Was that episode?
Was it the last one?
Yeah. I mean, I think.
Well, holy crap! I'm delayed. All right.
Are we tasting?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So we say, cheers. Haha, I didn't drink it. Is it good?
Oh, it's not terrible.
Okay, I'm gonna try it then.
So
it
definitely
does.
Coffee.
No,
taste.
so it has a chocolate taste to it.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
That's why I like. That's better than my. So that's good. They had the vanilla and the kiwi, and a little sweetness to it. Because the coffee kombucha I made, it was like people really liked it, but it was hardcore.
It was really intense.
Yeah, it was like apple cider vinegar coffee.
Do you like a dark coffee? Like, I'm an espresso lover. Do you like espresso?
Well, so I can't drink coffee too much. I usually get like half coffee, half almond cream or coconut cream.
So you like yours just slightly brown.
Or I'll drink it straight, but I have to drink it very rarely because it'll make me cough if I drink too much. Because I have a food sensitivity.
Oh, all right.
So,
thank goodness I know.
I know,
Magic
right?
beans.
But when I drink too much coffee, I actually fall asleep.
Nope, that
Which
doesn't
is
happen
weird.
to me.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right. So, Holly, did you have a
Nope.
good weekend? No.
I did have a great weekend. I went to the Wise Women.
Malushka.
Oh, yeah, and I did wear a Malushka name tag the whole time. And that's why nobody said my name, because they were like, Malushka. I forgot that it was on there, and I didn't have the right name on.
And she's the one that took that picture of me kneeling on the ground in the window with the light coming down, and Jasmine was squatting next to me, and it looked all spiritual.
It was like a holy moment. The light was perfect. It was just a moment.
That was funny.
Captured.
I was over there having a moment. So.
I loved it.
All right, so we're going to talk about drinks today.
Very exciting.
Do you drink?
I drink things. I don't drink alcohol on the regular.
Why would
no.
you assume it's alcohol?
I mean, usually
Only
when
an
people say, "Do you
alcoholic
drink?"
would assume.
Don't start rumors.
That's what I love. I love
I'm
adulting. Who
drinking.
here loves the idea of adulting when you can like have a martini during the day? Like, I love that. If I have like half a schedule, I'll go over to Mort's, have a martini during the daytime. I'm just like, I'm an adult. I love being an adult.
You know what? I like being an adult too. You get to choose your life. It's great.
Mindy says Mel.
Oh, I do drink water with little
Drink
cherries.
water with
When
little-
we all go
Really?
out, so I'm always DD because I'm not the drinker. Everybody else.
Does name drop.
Yeah. So they give me my water full of cherries at the bar because for whatever reason they feel sorry that I'm drinking water.
That's fun.
Yeah, full of cherries.
All right, so I have a list of drinks, and then you guys post drinks too, and then we'll talk about them. Oh, which I will need to add tonic too. Tonic. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, with soda, let's start with soda, because that's an easy one. Is soda healthy or not healthy?
I don't really drink soda very often, so I'm gonna go with.
Well, you should be like a vegan. You're like, I don't even drink soda.
Very often. I do like a root beer every now and then.
No, root beer is
can
the
we talk about
worst.
root beer?
No, root beer is the worst. Okay, so
You're crushing my dreams.
root beer, just like Dr. Pepper, has benzoate in there. And benzoate is made from benzene, and benzene is the flammable part of gasoline.
I want you to talk to Bart right now. I want you to tell him that. Because
Bart.
that's his favorite drink is Dr. Pepper.
Oh, here we go. Hey, Bart. This one's coming out just for you. So I heard you like Dr. Pepper. So I used to love Dr. Pepper too, but no, it has two bad things. So it has benzene in there, and of course the colors and flavors are like, oh, it's made from 22 different flavors of fruit or something, but it's really just coal tar. It's petroleum waste products that make the artificial flavor and the colors that are in there, and then they throw in a little flammable part of gasoline, just
You're ruining
nice.
people's lives tonight.
I know, but oh my gosh, I used to drink so much I don't know why I'm alive. But sodas have about 13 teaspoons of sugar for every 16 ounces. So if you think about that, 13 teaspoons. So you take your soda and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh, I don't
7, 8. We need a little fast forward button, but all the way up to 13.
So gross.
That's crazy, right? That's like when I was a kid, I made like a Kool-Aid, pour like that cup of sugar in there, and you're like, I'm making Kool-Aid, but it's just sugar. It's just sugar water.
100% sugar.
I know. So, and sugar is more addicting than crack cocaine, which is why I finally made the switch to crack cocaine over sugar. So,
I feel like you should redirect.
I don't know if you watch my show, but I have to make a drug reference every episode.
Okay, well, I guess. It's your show.
And you know what soda has the most sugar?
What?
Or at least one of them is Sprite, which is what I grew up on as a kid. Like, when you're sick, you got to drink your Sprite.
Oh, 7-Up. So how's 7-Up?
Right.
Is it terrible?
You know, if you grew up on that side of the tracks.
I know. So people
which
either
side?
like Sprite or 7-Up.
Right, but Sprite has lemon and lime. Or no, 7-Up.
7-Up is lemon and lime. Sprite is terrible.
Sprite is just, what is that?
I don't know. It's terrible.
Somehow it helped you when you were sick.
Nope, 7-Up.
Wheel of Fortune, some white crackers, saltines, and chicken noodle soup that was gross from Campbell's. And some Wheel of Fortune, and you feel better.
Yeah.
And Sprite.
And Sprite.
Isn't that funny? It's all the grossest.
I mean, we all grew up in the same world.
They should do one where it's just like, if you just eat some potted meat, some Vienna sausages.
Oh, yuck.
All right, so soda makes people fat, right?
Okay.
Everybody knows that. But diet soda makes people fatter than if they just drank the damn sugar.
Correct.
But you know what sweetens the diet soda? Formaldehyde.
Oh, so the stuff we use for dead people.
Right. I mean, you could preserve a dead frog, or you can sweeten your soda.
But
Either
how
way.
does that even work? Oh, I don't know.
So, petroleum is sweet, right?
Okay, I didn't know that, but okay.
So if you're ever siphoning gas, times get hard. So petroleum is fairly sweet. That's why when you make antifreeze, you're not supposed to pour it on the ground so the cats and dogs lick it up and they die, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, if you have a whole bunch of cats, no, don't do that. All right. Viewers will gone. Then you take benzene, which is a flammable part of gasoline, and you can convert that to formaldehyde. And the formaldehyde you can convert to the AIMs, like aspartame, neotame, acesulfame. And then those are sweet, but they convert back to formaldehyde at 87 degrees, which is, of course, you're warmer than that, but it became aspartame or formaldehyde in the hot ass truck on the way to the store to put it in the cooler.
Oh, yeah, the hot ass truck.
Hot ass truck.
We talked about that already.
That's right.
Dang it.
So, diet soda is why we created chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia as an epidemic which never existed before 1984. So before 1984, those two diseases did not exist. And then we put formaldehyde in soda because people are getting too fat, and that seemed like a better idea, right?
So how is that going to keep us from getting fat then? I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Well, and what's crazy is drinking formaldehyde actually, so you get your bonus autoimmune disease, which is great, right? So you have stuff to talk about at family gatherings. Mm-hmm. But then it actually makes you fatter than if you just drank the damn sugar.
Right.
And that's because you have this you have 66 hormones that control hunger and satiation or satiety. and 22 are for satiety, 44 are for hunger. So you actually have more for hunger because, again, when food is scarce, you drive to eat, but only to eat to get rid of hunger, not to eat to be full, right? Mm-hmm. And so there's this chemical reaction that even starts when you look at food to anticipate what the body's going to make as far as enzymes and counter products for that, the amount of stomach acid we need for this. And so there's this anticipation process that changes all those biochemicals in the body. So then the brain has a memory of what that is, and so that's what happens. Just like Pavlov's dog, the guy rings the bell, and the dog starts pumping out acid, even though he doesn't eat. So there's an expectation when you drink soda that there'll be a certain amount of calories, but the sugar, formaldehyde, is 500 times more sweeter than sugar. So then the body's saying, all right, let's satiate that amount of calories. But then there's no calories. So then people just keep eating and eating. It doesn't shut off that hunger process until they satiate that new higher level. And so then people end up over consuming. So they'll get the double quarter pounder with large fries, supersize, and a Diet Coke. So that's pretty messed up. So
setting us up for failure.
I went to the movies with a friend. Yeah, that's right. I have friends. So
all right.
So he said, I asked him what'd you like to drink? Because I'm a baller when I go to the movies. I don't mind paying for the drink, right? And so he said a Diet Dr. Pepper. I was like, whoa, no. You're better off losing your toes to diabetes than your immune system to formaldehyde. And so life was changed that day.
So no more diet.
Mm-mm.
If you're going to drink soda, drink the soda.
Yeah. Just get your diabetes.
Just drink the soda.
Yeah. What about coffee?
My favorite drink of all time.
We were just talking about coffee. So, do you drink a lot of coffee?
So, word on the street is I'm a different person without my coffee. So, yes, for everybody's protection, I drink coffee every morning.
Okay, that's bad coffee.
No, it's great.
Good coffee, bad coffee, and horrible coffee. So good coffee is the kind of coffee that I drink, which is once in a while, have a little coffee because I enjoy a little coffee every now and then, right? But I don't need it.
Yes, I need it.
Bad coffee is my hormones are so exhausted because I have 12 kids? You have 12 kids? Yeah. And she has to deal with man, so that's a whole thing.
Nope, wrong.
What?
I mean...
Bart is your light. We were just talking about this, Bart. Instead of putting sugar in her coffee, she's going to start having you give it a little kiss of sweetness. Because Bart is so sweet.
He is sweet.
He is sweet.
But he can't be in my coffee. Like, that coffee is my holy experience in the mornings.
So if you need coffee, it's because your hormones are so exhausted that you are now using it as a drug to try to cope with life.
100%.
And when you don't have that crack coffee,
dang it,
life sucks because now you're just a coffee addict.
I am.
And you're just like, Mama just need a little bit. Just.
My name is Melanie.
Where's my rubber hose?
I'm addicted to coffee. Zero shame. It is my one vice. I'm fully aware that I'm dependent upon it.
I have this for her coffee addiction, so she can just put it around her arm like this.
And Ivy.
Yeah. And then she can be like this, and then she can be like, oh, it didn't even work.
The sad part is I'm not even embarrassed by that.
God dang it. I would not make a very good drug addict.
I mean...
I'm pretty sure you do it like this, though. I've seen movies.
So you're successfully failing
and then you're
right
like,
now.
I got my coffee.
That's how I feel, though, for real.
Yeah.
I love my coffee.
Well, so, how do you change that?
You tell me. Do I just go cold turkey?
No, you create a lifestyle that's consistent in life with longevity that does not require coffee intervention.
I mean, I tried to go cold turkey once.
No, you can't.
And it was terrible.
No, there's a reason you have to have the coffee because you exhaust your hormones. So you have to then stop exhausting your hormones. And then the coffee will be like, I don't need my crack today because I just feel good today.
Oh, I want to. I want to.
So my friends, I grew up around, most people don't know this, but I grew up in the ghetto. And that's why I always do West Side, like that.
You can't throw gang signs. on Facebook Lives.
I can't. Oh,
It's against the rules.
Well, so our meditation gang sign is the blue wafflers like that, which is just a ripoff of the Latin Kings. Don't tell them. So
I don't even know what this is.
I grew up.
Continue.
So I grew up in the hood, and there was all these people. Like everybody had drugs. Everybody did drugs, but I never did drugs.
Oh right.
So not only did I look like Leave It to Beaver, but I also acted like him too. And so they would always offer, and I was just like, but I feel good and happy all the time, so why would I do any drugs? Like, I feel good. And they're like, man, you feel good. I'm like, I feel good. So I never did. So, but then I got mixed in with a kind of rough crowd that did coffee in my 30s. And then they got me hooked on the coffee and a little bit of sugar. And so, I do a little bit of sugar and then a little bit of coffee, kind of mix it up, depending on what kind of party we're going to. Whether an afternoon party or a morning party. All right. So see, Sarah says she's a former addict too. Former coffee. And this is the thing, is like I have patients that are just like, you can't take my coffee away. You can't take my coffee away.
So I'd actually like to be able to give it up.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have an addiction before, and it is the one thing I've been addicted to in my life. I've never had an addiction before.
Bart and coffee.
No, Bart. I'm not giving him up. No. He's a good addiction.
So, dang, Bart's gonna get a head like this big.
Oh, it's already that big.
Is it hard for him to walk around? Like, does he kind of wobble like this?
Sometimes. He has to lean against the wall sometimes.
It's good because he doesn't talk about himself that way.
He doesn't.
You talk about him that way. Mm-hmm.
He deserves it. He's a good boy.
Someday I'll find a woman that talks about me that way. All right. So, moving on. So, like a lot of patients, once we do all the kind of hormonal exhaustion stuff, then they're just like, I forgot my thermos of coffee. They forgot to drink coffee that day. So, that's how you want to
do that.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to work towards it.
We're going to work towards that.
Okay.
We'll have another special episode of Blossom where you stop.
We'll do
on
it Remember When.
On this very special episode of Blossom, she kicks the coffee
We're
at
checking in on our old guests.
So then there's Linda Rose, she likes iced coffee.
See? Iced coffee, that's where it's
the
at.
ice though. Okay, that's fine.
You're gonna smash my ice
the ice is fine. Okay, so the other thing about coffee though. Coffee can cause anxiety and then depression.
Oh.
So.
But what if it's like the homeopathy where it's actually what I need and it cures those? I paid attention.
Damn it, you were at the talk.
Yes.
All right, so white tea, yellow tea, green tea is all therapeutic. It actually has enough theanine with a little bit of like 15 to 25 milligrams of caffeine, which literally makes you smarter. So there's this whole field of nootropic medicine, and it's like, all this stuff's going to make you so much smarter and better, and it's freaking green tea. They're just drinking green tea. So you can pay like $35 to get some green tea pills, or you can just drink some green tea.
Okay.
Then once you get to soda and chocolate, which actually have the same amount of caffeine.
I love chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Darker the better.
So, once you get to that, it's 35 milligrams of caffeine. But again, nobody's really drinking that one thing. They're eating several pieces of chocolate.
Oh, I just need one little block of the dark chocolate.
Yeah, no, that's medicine. That's perfectly fine.
See, partner?
Yeah. If it's not full of sugar, it's medicine. So.
He's a doctor. He said dark chocolate medicine.
In fact, if you can get all cacao or
I like
cocoa,
80% and up.
There you go. See, that's medicine.
Okay, good.
So then, once you get to chocolate and soda, that's when you start seeing problems. And then that's 35 milligrams of caffeine per serving. And then black tea is 50 milligrams. Because black tea is just oxidized green tea. And the more it's oxidized, the more caffeine it releases.
So is black tea okay to drink? Or
well, so nobody drinks their little cup of black tea like, oh, I'm going to sip a little black tea with grandma and talk about how she used to make beer in the bathtub in the 20s and do the Charleston.
And sugar.
But no, people get their black tea Route 44. Right? Or their Big Gulp. So at that dose, it only takes 350 milligrams to cause anxiety. And so most people have general anxiety disorder because of high glycemic foods, and they're drinking enough black tea and coffee to cause it. So then they medicate that so you can keep drinking your coffee. And then that downregulates your own neurotransmitters, which makes you even more depressed, and then you drink more coffee.
So it's like catch-22?
It is. Yeah. Oh, Carolyn says,
I mean, I feel like that was a real light bulb moment.
Yeah. And then 550 milligrams can cause a full-on panic attack. So people are just sitting there just like, I gotta get the hell out of here. Like, what the hell's going on? I just feel antsy. I gotta get out of here, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's just their drink. That's it. So that's one big reason.
That's very good information.
So life sucks. I dope myself down on this caffeine, and then I feel jittery, and then I get a medication. It's a whole mess. So you just got to fix the lifestyle part.
Okay.
So then yerba mate and Red Bull, those both have 85 milligrams of caffeine.
Lots of people say yerba mate is good.
No, yerba mate.
I think it's terrible.
Oh, myba mate or yerba mate?
Yours.
Now yerba mate is perfectly fine. It's medicine.
It is.
It's 85 milligrams caffeine. Don't drink a whole lot, but if you drink just a little bit, it's fine. More of like a little cup of tea, but not. You don't want it all the time. It would just be that once in a while, like your XY too late and you have to go in early at work, and so you drink your yerba mate.
Just to get you through the morning.
Just get you through the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. So, or your kids talking about Minecraft for the 50 billionth time and explaining every possible thing they're doing in Minecraft, and you're just sitting there like losing your mind, and you're just like, I drink some yerba mate so I can pay attention to this whole Minecraft thing. So.
Hi, Shelly.
Well, why does Shelly get all the love? That's sad.
No, I got the love from Shelly.
Know.
And she didn't call me
Malushka. Oh.
She called me my real
or
name.
Holly 2.0.
Poor Holly. Hi, Holly.
So, but Red Bull, though, can cause problems. So Red Bull causes Red Bull energy drinks, 5-hour energy, Monster soda. Now, Monster has about 160 milligrams.
Energy. Let's talk about that.
Those are, well, I just get a high and that's it. Well, hi, Shelly.
He wants those hard eyes,
hard
Shelly.
eyes. It's just like, oh my God, hi, Melanie. And then it's like, hey, Pat.
It's just like real life.
It's just like high school.
It's only because I have orange lipstick.
It's like high school all over again. I'm wearing a skirt for you guys.
That's true.
A skirt.
You get props for that.
Man skirt. Cool. All right. So, so there are 22,000 young Americans that go to the ER every year for drinking Red Bull and energy drinks and 5-hour energy. Which is funny because back in my day, see, she's nice. She sent me.
She said that she sees you every week. I was a surprise.
Oh, all right. So,
Red Bull, 22,000.
Yeah, which is messed up because when I was a kid, just like 10 years ago or something, 5 years ago, I didn't need anything to stay awake during the day and have enough energy. I was just flush with hormones and I felt great, and I would just stay up for days. I didn't need anything. I could eat whatever I want. And now these punk-ass millennials, not you millennials, the other ones that aren't watching the show, those punk-ass millennials, they can't even stay awake during the daytime.
It's because they're staying up all night.
I stayed up all night. Dude, I was on the phone for like 10 hours at a time. I'd be up on the roof with my cordless phone, just like talking like crazy. I was a gossiper. So.
I'm leaving it alone.
You believe I was a gossiper? You were on the phone all the time too. Did you have the long corded one?
I did.
Yeah.
Long cord. And my mom would follow the cord. Melanie K.
It's always twisted up in a knot. Some bull crap.
And then it would ruin it. Dang it.
And then they told us if there was lightning that it could go through the phone and kill you.
That's true. Don't talk on the phone during a storm. Is that true?
I don't know. You're a mom. You probably just...
I feel like if I had a cord, I would say the same thing.
Yeah. So, with Red Bull, there's actually now this study was a few years ago. I think it was 2011. But it said 22,000 kids died already that year from Red Bull and 5 hour. No, wait. Just 5 hour energy. 22 people died just from 5 hour energy drinks. Those little things, right? So they tout B vitamins, and then they give you a bunch of chemicals and caffeine. But what you should just do is do the B vitamins, because if you take enough B vitamins, you will feel great and you will not crash.
So the 5 hour energy still lets you crash afterwards?
No, you just have a heart attack. So you're like, I feel great, and then you die. And then your skirt starts blowing in the wind, and then you're like, oh.
Unless it's a kilt, because supposedly the kilt doesn't.
I know. What do the moms in Ireland say, or Scotland say? Because your mom always said, wear clean underwear in case you get an accident.
My mom said the same thing.
But if you get an accident, first
You're
you say it.
You're the only person
then
on
you do
earth
it.
who ever said that also. I say that all the time, and people are like, what, your mom told you that? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Was your mom named Linda?
No, it's
Oh.
Lois. But whew.
Okay. Woo,
I'm going to tell her that your mom told you that too, because I thought it was only me. Nobody else has ever said that before.
But Scottish guys don't wear anything under their kilts. So what does their parents say?
They're definitely not doing the Tough Mudder and going over walls.
Mm-hmm. I'm not following them if they
Nobody's helping them over.
I feel sorry for everybody that's behind me at this thing. Where is here?
Oh, Shelly wants to see your man skirt.
A man skirt. Man skirt. See, I should do this. Got my socks on too.
That was very Michael Jackson.
All right. That's my man skirt. That's my kilt for the Tough Mudder.
You're welcome.
That was brought to you by... Oh, so you know what's funny is the first time I was going to get a kilt for the Tough Mudder, I thought, well, what's the Garrett clan? So my last name is Garrett, if you didn't know. That's what the Dr. G stands for. And I was just like, okay, I got to look up the Garrett clan to figure out what their tartan or whatever their plaid or whatever it is. Come to find out, the Irish did not wear kilts. It's a Scottish. So, all right, Texas education.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, Jeff, you say you can't handle that skirt action, but...
He can't unsee that?
You can't unsee that, yeah. Oh, he said you can't unsee that.
Yeah.
That's true. That's going to be carved in your brain forever.
Tell
Burned into the recesses.
You're welcome.
So, Red Bull, though, kills 34. There was 34 deaths in 2011 just from Red Bull. 22 from 5 Hour Energy. And the deaths have doubled from... Well, this is old data, but this research article is from 2007 to 2011. So, 4 years. Yeah, see?
We're on the same page.
Math. It doubled in 4 years. And what's really funny is, it's mostly the kids dying from this. But over 40 years old, which that's you, right?
I mean, not yet. I mean,
You
but
know
I'll
it-
take it. When I'm
you know-
40, it'll be like a
you
good
know,
day.
if a girl asks you, or a woman asks you how old she is, and you think she's like 30 or 40 or those kind of numbers, don't say that.
What's the magic number?
Well, you gotta say under.
So what do you say? So if I said, how old do you think I am? What would you say?
35.
Nice save.
See. Well, I told this.
I think I'm 38, right?
I told this person. She said, "How old are?" Well, I was like, "You went to college with so and so, and I know she's 30, so you're 30." And she's just like, and she's just like, "Oh, she's so offended."
Oh, so I'll never be offended because
But
it's another year on this earth.
But she said she was 27, but then later she said she was 33. So
That's very confusing.
yes, yeah, that line
You should
about.
just own your age, ladies.
I know, just be graceful at every age.
Rock
Right.
it.
That's right.
Just wear a hot lipstick and you'll
That's right.
feel better about life.
Wear red lipstick and then red rock at that age. Do you know what that means?
No.
Oh, good. Okay, so you say it now.
No.
Damn it. Okay, so
I'm going to have to Google it.
for over 40-year-olds, not us, but those other people. My girls asked if I'm going to start dyeing my... They're like, Dad, if you're going to date, you have to dye your beard because I have gray hair.
No, tell them they're wrong.
I know. But over 40 increased by 279% in those 4 years.
That's terrible.
But you know what that means? That means that the hormonal exhaustion of people over 40 during those 4 years exponentially is getting worse. And that's where used to we'd see hormonal exhaustion at about 55, and then now we see it at 35.
Is that because of our food sources?
Well, no, it's just because we distract from sadness and eat for happiness. But we never actually deal or change the hormonal content. So we eventually just overspend the hormones that we make, and then people test, oh, your hormones are low, and then they give you more hormones that downregulate your own production, and then you end up feeling worse, and then you completely depend on these external hormones, whether it's synthetic or bioidentical, instead of just saying, what the hell am I doing to exhaust my hormones?
So did you just say that mental health was the cause of that? The root? Because I feel like that's kind of what you said a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's...
All right.
So yeah, there's no difference in money and hormones. If you spend more than you make, you're going to become bankrupt. And so by age 35, women in this country, or it's usually women, but because they actually try to take care of everybody and they're martyrs. Men are selfish. We do whatever the hell we want, regardless of everyone else. Not me.
I'm going to just...
Basically we just distract and eat and distract and eat and distract and eat and distract and eat until we can't do that anymore, and then we fall apart.
And then we come see you.
That's right.
So Jenny wants to know, how do we heal our hormones so we don't need caffeine?
Stop exhausting your hormones. So that's a whole thing. It's like we actually spend 2 visits going through that, but a lot of it is it's not the stress that exhausts us, but it's the things that we don't do to bring that back down. So that's the meditation, the mindfulness, purposefulness, yoga, walking more, drinking healthy. And you know, even the internal dialogue, what we say of like, well, you know, I've eaten pretty healthy this week, so I deserve this cookie. No, you deserve to feel better. You deserve to fit in that skirt. Like I did. Right? And, you know, I mean, that's that changing that internal dialogue to saying, well, if I'm feeling good, I deserve to feel bad. Or
that's
even
true,
I deserve to feel
saying,
bad.
I deserve to consume something that's going to make me feel bad.
Right.
Because I've done all these good things, now I get to do a bad thing.
Right.
So that's a mindset shift.
Yeah.
Come to Wise Women, we talk about these things.
Yeah.
Mindset
Wise
shifts.
Women. ICT. So
See that?
That was a big shift in me too, because back when I was in a very, 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 very unhappy relationship for many years, all I did was eat my feelings. And then now I just go for a run. I do meditation, I do yoga, and I do mindfulness. And, you know, it's just like, I remember that day that it switched from where it was like, oh my God, I'm so stressed out. This person does these horrible things. I'm just going to eat a pizza and drink a soda is what I usually tell myself. You know, just screw it. You'll feel horrible, but it'll be okay. And I remember thinking, no, I'm not that person anymore.
Interesting part is we relate our warm, happy space of feeling good with what we consume in so many instances. We go to our favorite drinks, we go to our favorite foods, and we eat more than we should of them when we want to feel better.
Right. And mainly because wheat is morphine, dairy is morphine, and then sugar is crack cocaine.
Okay, good.
And
Noted.
coffee is way too much caffeine.
Coffee's so good, but I'm going to work on it.
So, that's the short answer you get right there.
Short answer.
So then, what about decaf coffee?
I would never touch that, so I wouldn't know.
Why is that?
Because I want the caffeine.
Oh,
What good is it
for
without the
that.
caffeine?
Well, so decaffeinated is actually toxic.
Oh.
So never drink caffeine-free stuff.
Doing something right.
Never drink caffeine-free coffee.
So it's like diet coffee.
It is. And what they use is that, you know, what's the stuff you take your fingernail polish off with?
Nail polish remover?
Yeah. The acetone is what they use to break that molecule off so then they can sell it to Red Bull. And then they hopefully burn it off. And what's funny is I explained that to one of my patients once, and he said, yep, that's what the company I do that's what the company I work for does. I would never touch that stuff.
Brianna makes a good point.
What does she say?
She says that's because after we went to the doctor as a child and got a shot, our parents appeased us with treats. That's true. We give our kids lollipops.
That's right.
Or ice cream.
Yeah. Well, and we use food to manipulate children's behaviors. And so it's just like, if you do a really good job, then I'll give you this treat. Yeah, that's exactly it.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Learning things.
To do that?
I'm going to stop rewarding myself with food, and I'm going to reward myself with things that'll make me feel better.
Did you...
Ding, ding, ding. That was an aha moment.
Yeah. She has good kids.
Great kids.
Do you reward them with candy and stuff?
Oh, man, I cook for my kids. I cook so many good things. That's
do you reward them with
language.
not spanking them?
I do not spank them. Although sometimes I want to. Sometimes I really want to. But I don't spank them, no.
Hey, there's a question. Because I don't spank my girls, but... and I don't even understand the concept of it now, being a parent. I'm just like, I know you want to. Like, I certainly feel that way.
I mean, sometimes I tell my children to run for their own good.
But there's a hell of a lot of people I want to spank too, right? And I don't do that. But
That's true, we don't spank adults.
For us generation that grew up with that, in addition to the things that you write down about drinks and stuff, what was the worst thing you ever got spanked with? Oh my God.
Wooden spoons.
Yeah, spatulas. And my mom would make me go pull the limb off the tree. You had to go pick your own limb. But I learned to get a big one because she's about 4'11". Like she's not gonna break my back or something. But if I got real thin ones, oh my God, that hurt so bad.
Mm-hmm. The little ones were like whips.
And then she got old enough that I was just like, she would spank me. I'd always fake cry. If I fake cry, she felt bad and she would stop. But
oh, that's so sad.
When I was like probably 16, I think I mouthed off or something, and she got all pissed off, came back with a spatula, and then she started whooping me. I was just laughing.
Did she break it?
No, I was just like, would you please stop? And then she didn't spank me anymore because it really never hurt very much.
Weeping Willow Branch, that has to be the worst.
Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst.
See? Wooden spoons. Everybody got a wooden spoon broken on them. And then when you break your mom's favorite wooden spoon, you're in more trouble because she broke it on you.
Mm-hmm. And belts were always fun.
Oh, no. They're not fun. They're terrible. I feel like we need therapy after this show.
I know. All right, so what about juice?
We're going to drink our feelings.
So I'm going to ask you guys a question. Is juice healthy or is juice not healthy, and why?
Yes, because cranberry juice is the one specifically asked about.
Actually cranberry is probably the better one of those. But who was it? It was Calvin. I think it was Calvin.
I can't remember. It was at the beginning of the show. I'm so sorry.
You have failed us all, Holly 2.
Well, you don't even know my name either, so...
Now you're Holly 1.9.
No, I like 2.0 better.
Okay. Okay, so, is... What? What did we say?
Is juice healthy or not?
Yeah, is juice... Not juice. Juice.
So,
healthy?
Jenny says fresh is okay if not too sweet. No juice is concentrated, or is that supposed to say if
juice.
Concentrated?
Probably if concentrated.
Okay.
So
I did not give my kids juice when they were little until, probably 2.5, and I would dilute it with water. I was real strict with them about juice because I felt like it was all sugar. Am I right? Is it all sugar?
Well, we'll find out. So you guys keep saying, talking about that. And I'm going to say something else about, what about, no, that's a long one. Mineral, protein shakes. We'll talk about protein shakes. So as you guys are answering whether juice is good or not, what about protein shakes? Gotta get amped up, man!
So, I'm interested to know, because my boys all drink the protein shakes after their workouts. They say that they need it for their muscles.
That's right.
Is that true?
It's absolutely true, because that's what horses do and gorillas do. Right? Gorillas, now most people don't know this, right? But gorillas milk cows, and then they take that milk, and then they make cheese with it, and they squeeze all the way out of there. Now, this is a specific type of gorilla that lives in big cities, and they squeeze all the way out of it. And they used to waste that whey product but it's full of protein. So then they started trying to sell it to people so they can make money off their waste product. And these these are humans, because no animal does this. If you want to be strong as a gorilla, which is the strongest mammal on Earth, you know what it does?
What?
Eats salad and walks around. If you want to be strong as a horse, big old Clydesdale, does it get a whey protein shake or what does it do?
It definitely gets a protein shake. No.
It just eats salad and walks around. What about a rhinoceros?
Oh, I love rhinos. They are unicorns that believe in themselves. That's what my Hana tells me.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're like what's those sea creatures with the thing?
Narwhals.
Narwhals, yeah. It's the narwhal. And you know how they created that, right? A hippopotamus made love to a narwhal.
Nope, stop.
And it created a rhinoceros.
Nope, stop.
Did you know hippopotamus milk is pink?
That's not true.
That is true. Absolutely true. And do you know why flamingos are pink?
Google it. Oh,
It's true.
because they eat the carrots, right?
Flamingos?
The flamingos, don't they eat that?
Carrots?
Yeah, I mean
Crustaceans.
Oh,
So they eat
the
crustaceans,
shrimp,
and it has
crustaceans,
zeaxanthin, and it stains their feathers pink. Just like salmon is pink because it's that same antioxidant stains their meat pink. Knowledge is half the power. No, that's not it. And now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
Okay, there.
That's a G.I. Joe public service thing.
What about juice you make?
All right, so let's go back to juice real quick. Juice is just soda with some vitamins. In fact, juice often has more sugar than sodas. So, if you look at grape juice, it has 18 teaspoons for that 16 ounce.
Oh, that is more than the soda.
Yeah, so then that's just 1, 2,
No,
3,
stop, fast forward.
4, 5, 6, 7, 18.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
But even if it's sugar from fruit, is that different than sugar that we're dumping in
Right.
soda?
So you'll have the healthiest diabetes and probably lose less toes than someone who drinks soda.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So the way this works is that fiber in fruit. So a lot of people will say you can't eat fruit because it's high glycemic, it's full of sugar, because it tastes sweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of course there's always been these diabetic fruitarians that, no, that didn't exist. It was the 150 pounds of added sugar to our diet that made our type 2 diabetes that we created in America. America! Right? Now, 1 out of every 2 Americans is either full-blown type 2 diabetic or pre-diabetic. So, with fruit has fiber. And there's fiber in there that's insoluble, you don't digest. Right? Mm-hmm. And the University of Colorado School of Medicine said that 80% of the sugar that's in fruit and berries actually binds to that fiber that you don't digest, and it makes a chemical called fructooligosaccharides, which is also what you buy at the health food store called prebiotics. So if anybody's trying to sell you prebiotics, just eat your damn fruit, right? Drink juice and buy the supplement, or just eat the damn fruit, right? I'm gonna come out the book. Eat the damn fruit, right? Just eat some damn food. So that fructooligosaccharides, then, since you don't digest it, then the bacteria digest it. So all those 750 species of bacteria and 10 times more human cells than you have, they digest that fructooligosaccharides, and then they make B vitamins, which make you healthier and happier, more energetic. And
so eat the fruit.
They make, well, that's just too easy. So then that makes butyrate.
We love to make our life hard.
I know. Then that makes butyrate, and then butyrate feeds DNA polymerase, which is the thing that edits out DNA mutations in your cells 10,000 times a day per cell. That's what prevents cancer.
That was a lot.
So, eat your damn fruit. So, high glycemia is not fruit. And even the melons, like melons are high glycemic. Parsnips. There's no one that became diabetic or fat off parsnips. Ever. In the history of ever. Right?
In the history of ever.
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 Oh, granddad got fat off the watermelon. No, that never happened. So, sugar makes you fat, and then they blame the food.
Veggie juice?
So, all juice.
Okay.
Well, okay, so, veggie juice. So, there's the caveat. So, yes, it's all too much sugar. You probably shouldn't do it. If you have full-blown cancer, yeah, you should probably do that and eat a lot of fruits and vegetables just because you want to maximize the nutrition. But also you want good bacteria to help digest all that stuff. And so, yeah, it's a little line that you kind of have to
so
balance.
like if you're juicing,
right,
making your own juice out of all the veggies and fruits.
So
Is that a different spectrum?
Well, what you're doing is you're trying to get a ton of nutrition to offset all this excessive sugar, right? Mm-hmm. But for everybody else that just like, I'm going to drink some juice to be healthy, it is just soda. Okay. It is just soda with some vitamins. So, no, it's not good. It's causing more problems than benefit. Now, the opposite of that is a smoothie. A smoothie has all the fiber in there. And if you add like a handful of spinach, it has even more fiber in there. So then you end up with low glycemic smoothies, which is great. So that's all healthy.
Okay, that's what I wanted to clarify.
So even at Smoothie King, you can eat horrible stuff there, or drink horrible stuff, or you can drink really awesome stuff. So I've never been there until like a month ago. My patient bought me something there. And so then I went over and I basically said, I want this, but add this, substitute that, add this, take that away. And I just made my own damn thing. And then it's all good, right? And then they serve it in plastic, which is petroleum. So, can't win. Can't win.
You could have got it in styrofoam.
Styrofoam's worse. Styrofoam is made from styrenes, which is made from benzenes, which is made from the flammable part of gasoline.
I set you up for that.
Damn it. He's trying to get me to soapbox everything.
You use all these big words.
Soapbox? Well, soapbox, basically, it's two words. Soap and then box.
Stop. How was the coffee?
Oh, yeah. So, Brianna... No, that's Becca. That's Nurse Becca.
Becca.
It was Nurse Becca.
It was not terrible.
Oh, my God. That's...
And she wants to know if it's too much sugar.
No, there's no... No, the sugar is digested by the bacteria. So it shouldn't taste sweet. It should taste a little bit acidic.
It is acidic.
Is what it should be.
Oh, wait, I have a question for you.
But it tastes chocolatey. So, I like it.
I liked it, too. Okay.
I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
10 being the best.
So the one that I had at Prairie Harvest was the best I've ever had. That was like 100% 10 out of 10. So I'd probably give this one...
What was that, though?
It was the turmeric and something or other.
Turmeric and lime.
Maybe.
That was the bomb.
Good.
Yeah.
You should go if you haven't been. So I would probably give this one a 7.5. So that's still pretty high.
Wait. Is it a Kansas set? Like, you would give it like a California 9 or California 6, but it's a Kansas 7.5?
Probably so.
I don't know if people get that. Do you get that?
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Because I'm a mom, so in my lifetime of being a mom, there's lots of times when you need Gatorade and Pedialyte.
Right.
Because they're dehydrated.
Right.
And they're dying.
Right.
And you need them to not die.
No.
So are those absolutely terrible?
Yeah, they're absolutely terrible.
So what do you do in place of them?
So Gatorade is just gasoline-derived colors, gasoline-derived flavors in a gasoline-derived container with a bunch of water and a dash of salt.
I feel like a terrible mom right now.
Who
feels me?
You are a terrible mom. I'm going to probably report you to CPS.
Caffeine? They want to know if that has caffeine.
Oh,
it has the coffee.
It probably... Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
That is a good question.
Well, it does. So it's...
Because it has real coffee.
You'll have coffee from the green tea, black tea, and the coffee.
That means we're not going to bed tonight.
Bart's watching. I don't know. It doesn't say. Oh, here it goes.
She wants to know if we should use coconut water instead of Gatorade.
Right. No, that would be great.
Oh, is it?
I mean, really, Gatorade is to get electrolytes. Pedialyte is to get electrolytes. Well, why don't you just take water, add a little bit of juice? That's electrolytes. Right?
Okay.
So that's when a little bit of juice would be good. But just a little splash is all you need.
Into
or give them a little slice of orange and a glass of water.
Okay.
So.
Good to know.
So this has 80 milligrams of caffeine per bottle.
Well, we've split it.
That's not... Oh, we did, didn't we?
So 40.
I shared. Oh.
That was nice.
So, 80's not bad. 80's like that's less than a yerba mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we will go to sleep tonight.
So,
good to know.
40 milligrams. That's almost like a green... that's more than green tea. But yeah, it should be good. It might be a little bit too much for some people, lightweights, but yeah.
Definitely not men in kilts.
Not men in kilts. The kilt makes you more resistant to the caffeine. All right, and then kombucha, of course, is healthy version of green tea. Try to get green tea or herbal tea. The last thing I want to talk about. Oh, so the whey protein shakes. Mm-hmm. It's the biggest, strongest animals just eat salad and walk around. Mm-hmm. The horse is not as strong as a horse because it ate a cow, or because it ate waste products from cheese manufacturing. It just eats salad. So every bit of thing that builds a whole entire strong animal is just in salad, just in plants.
And
isn't that crazy?
Physical movement.
And just a little bit of walking around. That's all they do. So the average European walks about 10,000 steps. The average New Yorker about 5,000. The average Kansan
1,000, 2,000, 3. What is it?
About 2,500.
About 2,500. Okay.
Yeah. So again.
I feel like when I was in New York, I walked way more than that.
Yeah. Right. It should be double. Yeah. Yeah. So then the last thing is alkaline water. Should we alkalize water? And I know what people are going to say, but I'm going to tell you the different thing here.
I love Pellegrino, so should I love it or not love it?
Pellegrino is Pellegrino good.
It is good.
Yeah. And Aquapana and Boss.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Boss too.
So I have this little sheet here, and this is, you guys have probably seen these or little videos on Facebook, but it's like all the bottled waters, how acidic they are to how alkaline they are. And then it basically says, oh my God, if you drink this acidic water, you're going to die, right? So you have to buy these really expensive machines that will alkalize your water. But do we really need that?
Well, what's your answer? I'm dying to know.
And we'll talk about that next week. No.
Cliffhangers.
And Rocky Horror, we'll have some Antissa. Patient. Okay, so you don't have to alkalize water. It's ridiculous. So the alkaline diet basically is based off the research that says cancer can't live in an acidic environment or an alkaline environment, right? But that's at a cellular level. That's inside the tissue, right? So if you drink acidic things or alkaline things, it goes into this vat of acid that the pH is 1. There is nothing more acidic than you can ever consume that's more acidic than your stomach. So even like reflux and stuff where they're like, man, if you eat tomatoes, you're going to have reflux or hot peppers because those are acidic. No, they're not more acidic. They're actually alkalizing the stomach. So if it was
that's why they say when you have the reflux, you should drink the vinegar.
Right.
Apple cider vinegar.
Right, and it actually, it reverses that too, but it's really just a food sensitivity or nitrates, sulfites, that kind of thing. But
Berkey water
now
filters.
Berkey water's good. Now that's RO, Berkey water filters. Those are those ceramic filters. Those are perfect. That is exactly what you want because those actually pull out all the chemicals, all the nasty stuff, and you just have pure actual water. So with alkalizing, anything you put in that stomach is going to be less acidic than the actual stomach. And the body is smart enough to say, gosh, if we dump this acidic thing down into the small intestines, we will digest our small intestines. We will just eat our whole body. So right before the stomach empties, there's a little thing called sphincter of Oddi, and the pancreatic juices squirt into there to match the exact amount of acidity to alkaline to make it basic, to make it about 7. And so the pH of pancreatic juice is about 8. Like, it's crazy. So basically, if the acid from the stomach's a 1, then you have the 8, and then it balances that out. So you overproduce it. So then, let's see, I think, so your stomach acid's a 1, pancreatic is 8.1, and then your intestines are about 4 to 7. And the reason that they're acidic, every orifice of your body should be external, and your mouth to anus is external. So if you swallow a string, you poop out a string, and then you can pull that string back out. So, I'm like, oh, I got a knot.
Nope.
So
gross.
Then there's corn stuck to it.
Nope. Stop.
So
game over.
So then, hey, there's Newman. So So then, if you so that's external. It's inside the body, but it's still external, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all external surfaces need to be acidic because they allow very specific bacteria to thrive and live there and protect you. Your bacteria is about 75% of your immune system. You don't want to fight off any infections with the internal part. You want all this bacteria to fight it for you, and it needs a very specific pH to thrive. If you change that pH, then you can allow things like yeast overgrowth or H. pylori overgrowth that should not be there. So your intestines are like 4 to 7, but once it converts over to the blood, it is now neutralized to about 7.35. If it goes up to 8, you're dead. If it goes down below 7, you're dead. It is very, very tight regulated. So it doesn't matter what you eat or drink, your pancreas is going to neutralize whatever pH that stomach acid is. And then, by the time it gets to the blood, it has to be about 7.35, or else you're going to die. So
our bodies are very smart.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, otherwise it's just like, oh man, God's like, I hope they make a freaking alkalizing machine because those people are screwed. I screwed that body up. And then the sun's like, if they don't do that, I'm going to start killing them off with skin cancer because the sun hates us. But mostly Americans.
Mostly Americans.
Yeah. So everywhere the equator is, the sun loves those people because they have less freedom. But the Americans, they have too much freedom, and the sun hates freedom. So then
I don't feel like that's what it is at all.
Could be the cancer-causing chemicals that we put in the lotion to protect us from that dangerous Hajjati sun. So, mineral water's good, spring water's good. A lot of times people do RO water, which is awesome because every chemical you've ever flushed down that toilet, in fact, it ends up in your water. So during sanitation, we drink recycled poo water, right?
Right.
So it filters out all the corn and particulates, but then you have poo bacteria, so then they bleach the water to kill all the poo bacteria, but you're still drinking people's poo bacteria, just dead, right? And then it doesn't take out any of the chemicals that were ever put in there. So then most large cities, studies show, have therapeutic doses of birth control, antidepressants, and statins. But then, I think it was LA, had therapeutic doses of cocaine in the water.
What is happening in LA?
People taking it and they pee out it unmetabolized, goes down through the toilet, ends up back in your water.
So, RO means reverse osmosis.
Right.
And leaves minerals in.
No.
Takes all of them out.
Takes everything out. So then people are like, oh, I got to put supplements and I got to get some mineral supplements.
Okay.
No. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, berry, legumes, greens are all your minerals you need.
Okay.
So you don't ever have to add anything. Just drink your RO water. Even if you use a Brita Zero, just filter the water in that plastic thing in the fridge so that it has the least amount of absorption. Pour it into glass, then leave your glass for everybody to drink.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wait, what is that one? Which brand would you buy? Bottled water.
I just saw the cell. Yeah. Well, okay. So with RO, there's a couple things. It doesn't matter really which one you buy. Just make sure that usually you buy one under the sink. It's like maybe $300 or something, and hopefully you can tap it to your ice maker too. But you want to make sure a few things. Is one, it needs to be generic filters. Otherwise, you'll get screwed on the filters. So you want to be able to buy generic, and then you want a fast refill time. So basically, it filters through this 3 different filters and then into this big tank. And then if you drink all that water, then you're like, whoa, wait a minute, people. In a couple hours, we'll have some water again, right? So you want a fast refill time. Now, Berkey systems, they're actually these metal, stainless steel pots, and then you drill a hole, put a little spigot in there, and then you put another one on top, and then you drill holes in the bottom, and then you put these ceramic filters, and then you pour the water in the very top, and it filters through the ceramic, so you only get pure water. I have one of those hand pump ones that you use for when you go camping and stuff. But that's perfect, but it takes up room, you know? But the RO...
Somebody should make one that takes up less room.
Oh my God.
Do you want to do that in your spare time?
Oh my God. Well, what I would do is I would take the water pipe, run it up, and then have, like on the stoves where they have the little bendable water pipes that you can just turn on. I would just do that, because I'm not pouring freaking water in there all the time. And then you could...
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Okay, they did want to know what brand of bottled water. Would you
What
recommend?
brand?
Yeah,
Oh,
like Aquafina.
okay, so here's the deal.
Dasani, that stuff. Brands.
Well, all the stuff's crap for the most part. It's in plastic, which is leaches up to 22,000 chemicals. It's very estrogenic.
Hey, how do you feel about plastic?
Plastic cheated on me and ran out my credit cards. So, you may love plastic, but plastic's a horrible boyfriend, right? So, plastic does not like you as much as you like it.
It's just really convenient sometimes.
Oh, he is, isn't he? Mm-hmm. Plastic, can you come over and get me a drink? Mm-hmm. Right now? In a non-breakable container? All right.
Sometimes I feel that. Drop all the things. Non-breakables, my friend.
But now he's not returning your texts.
Damn it.
So, the nice thing is Pellegrino, Aquapana, Perrier, those are from deep aquifers, like 1,500 feet under the ground. I'm no mathematician, but that seems like a long distance. And that water is ultra pure, and then they put it in glass bottles, ship it across the giant ocean, past all the mermaids and the giant squids, and then they give it to America, and then it's just as cheap as a plastic water bottle with municipal water from Houston, which is one of the most polluted cities in the country. Costs the same.
Oh, Houston is so sad.
And what's really good is you buy those, then you can actually refill those with your Brita Zero ones, and then you put those in the fridge, and you always have glass water bottles filled with pure water.
Okay.
What? Mm-hmm. Don't make me read you, write you, erase you, Xerox, fax you, shred you. What?
That was real snappy.
That was from In Living Color. Remember that?
Oh.
Yeah.
You're right. You have references. I like it. Okay, did we
For
do all
someone
the
in his mid-30s, I know a lot of references before I was born.
34 and a half.
34 and a half. Plus or minus 5 or 6, 7, 8, 10 years, something like that.
No big deal.
And there also is Mountain Valley. I'm sitting there looking right in front of me, and Brianna gave me that aloe plant. She's super nice.
Oh, aloes.
And so I have that big aloe plant. And then that Mountain Hardware or Mountain Valley. That water is, I think, pure too.
Where is it from?
I don't know. America? Let's see.
America.
Are you looking at my skirt?
I did not look up his skirt.
It's all pleated in the back. Does this skirt make me look fat, or is it my tummy?
I cannot with you.
Okay. It is from the Ouachita Mountains, which is pronounced Wichita Mountains, right?
Ouachita?
That's Wichita. See, watch it. Is it Ouachita?
I don't know. Somebody. Oh, which way do you turn it? Can you even see it? Is it
yeah,
backwards?
that's perfect.
Okay, there.
Yeah, like Ouachita, Wichita.
No, it's not.
I
Wichita.
climbed those. They're crappy. But they have.
Did you just call a mountain crappy?
Yeah, they weren't very good. Like I like the rock climbing stuff. They were kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
But there's Wichita Mountains down in Oklahoma near Lawton, and it's just
Have
flat.
you been there?
Boom, there are. No, we're all going.
I really want to go so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Because that's badass down there.
Oh, I want to hike it real bad.
Yeah. We'll take our glass bottles and we'll break them on the rocks.
People do that. It's really terrible.
I know.
Don't litter, friends.
Don't let her friends litter.
Don't litter.
Don't let her friends litter.
Don't litter. No, don't litter.
Yeah.
My kids will tell you, don't litter. It's mean.
Oh, Brianna says, is it still living? Yes, your plant's still living. It's thriving.
It is thriving. It's
awesome.
Beautiful.
And what's funny is, like, this is a little inside, but for some reason, almost every girl I date buys me a plant. Isn't that weird?
I need to date some more girls. I love plants.
But then when we break up, I have to give my plant to someone else, so I give them to the neighbors and stuff.
Why?
Because I don't want that I don't want to remember all this, like,
Oh, man.
be like sad.
Plants,
It's
though.
sad. So then Brianna gave me that, then I don't have to ever get rid of it, even if she's not my patient.
So that's why I like
Or
to
a
buy my
friend.
own rings.
Yeah.
Because then you never have to get rid of them when you break up with the
Hell yeah.
boys.
See? You know what I'm talking about. All right. So I think we talked about almost everything.
Did we skip any?
Nope. Cocoa.
Milk.
Milk. Oh, milk's the devil. So don't do
Cow's
that.
milk? Because I drink coconut milk.
Yeah, coconut milk's
So let's
good.
differentiate.
Right. But it's hard because sometimes the coconuts have to get pregnant before they really will nurse really well. That's why the almonds, when they're pregnant, like you can really tell. So then you can milk them. So it's hard.
You're ridiculous.
All right, you guys. You stuck around for a whole show.
And we're 15 minutes over.
Shut it down. All right. Look at the brain on Big Holly 2.0, telling time. Showing off. All right. So next week, we're going to do mindfulness, and Holly 1.0 is coming back.
That's so exciting.
And she's going to talk about that. And hopefully, you guys need to prepare and ask her really hard and difficult questions. Because she's going to be presenting that at a corporate wellness thing too. So, especially Newman, you got to really push her on this. All right? So, Holly 1.0 come back, and our wise woman, Holly 2.0, Malushka, or
Melanie. Melanie.
Samo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you said it right. I like it.
Samo. And I told you what Malushka means, though.
What does it mean?
It's like gives from the heart or something like that.
Oh, I like it.
I know. Is
I'll
wise
take
woman.
it.
So also, the wise women or wise-minded women thing in Newton went awesome. It was
did.
really just amazing. So thank you guys for supporting that. And then also there's
A lot of hearts.
4 more coming up in Wichita. That was our kind of premiere event. And then we have the one in Wichita coming up. And those events are at wisewomenict.com. And make sure you sign up for that and bring a friend. And we're going to have some really interactive things. So we did some interactive things at that one that I was really surprised.
I'm really excited for interactive things.
But
love
it worked
those.
really well. Yeah.
I like it when we do the deep work.
Yes. Yes. And we're going to do a thing called Her Hero Story, which is based off the old book about chronological or myths and legends. Which was the 1,000 Faces of the Hero? The Hero with the 1,000 Faces.
Yeah, so Brene Brown did some work in regards to that. I feel like I read about it a little bit.
Really?
Is it Brene Brown? Am I right?
If nobody knows any different, you are.
I feel like it's Brene Brown. It's
speak,
either Brene or Liz Gilbert.
Do you speak German?
No.
Achsna Titeldorfen fucking the
No,
Hausen.
stop.
Is that right?
Correct.
Well, you don't speak it, so it is. Leshmi's on arse.
Okay, but one of the things people keep asking me about the Wise Women ICT is, okay, do you guys actually do like deep inner work? Because the people who are inquiring about it want to know, are they going to get something deep and beneficial out of it? Because they're really trying to build who they are. And my answer is yes, 100% yes. I took 3 pages of notes before lunchtime at the last one. Yeah. Because there was just so much. It was like ting, 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 ting.
And Mariah Ward was our first speaker,
Mm-hmm.
and she did a phenomenal job. She was so nervous, she knocked it out of the park. And there she is.
And she speaks Korean. Hi, Mariah.
She speaks...
And she's my neighbor.
That's right. So I speak Korean, too. Look, day.
That's not right.
That's not right. That's something else.
I can tell you it's incorrect.
So, Mariah was an awesome speaker. So she's a health coach and a therapist, but she was amazing. Can't wait for the rest of those.
Yeah, get registered.
Get registered, and love you guys. And also, Yaya's, Larkspur, and Bedford.
Hereford.
How do you say it? I don't know.
We're not doing it justice. We're so
I know.
sorry.
They're already sponsors, and so they're going to have special people to pour wine for you, and they're going to do all this special wine stuff, and they're going to make all the food for you guys. So
the food was amazing.
Yeah. And
so good.
If we fill it all up, I'll wear my kilt.
Oh.
You'll wear a matching kilt? Will you wear a skirt to match?
I think it'll be hard to do yoga.
Oh, I could do yoga. Oh my God, that's so much better, because when I do yoga, I have to always pull my shorts out because I'm not wearing yoga pants.
So
and every time I do yoga,
I need you to wear undershorts.
I will, I guess.
Life coach, yes. Hi, Mariah.
Yes. All right, guys. Love you guys. Thank you for joining us again. And next week we'll talk about mindfulness. And thank you for supporting the Wise Women ICT. And thank you so much for Malushka being here. and gracing us with her presence.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. It's always fun.
No, I meant presents. You brought me a present, right? God dang it.
Well,
And maybe try your coffee kombucha and tell me what you think.
It is good.
So,
it is good.
yeah. I should do something where I make money off this stuff. Free advertising. This some bullcrap.
Right? Can
All right.
we get a sponsor?
Bye, you guys. Don't look at my skirt. Don't look at my skirt.
I'm looking.